All right, last on my betrayal list is anyone who said Crocs were ugly before they became popular. I know who you are, and you're a phony. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That I used to get minorly bullied for wearing Crocs in high school. Proudly, they were comfortable, and you know what? Sometimes they're a little bit stylish. They look good with certain things, and now everyone and their mom's got a pair of Crocs, and they like to put all their little thingies on them. And I remember what you said to me.
Thanks for your concern.
Welcome to Thanks for Your Concern. You're here with Berenice.
And I'm Ella. Welcome back. How are you, Berenice? It's been a week since I've seen you.
I know. I'm good. The vibe is up. How are you?
Girl, the vibe is up. I just got back from Austin City Limits last night.
How was it?
Dude, your man would have had so much fun. John Summit was so good.
Yeah.
I went because John Summit was at the same time as the Killers, and I went to the Killers last year, and I was on floor, and I was like, there's no way, like, I'm gonna get a better experience this time around, and I'd never seen John Summit before.
Oh, wow.
I hadn't. John Summit's one of those people where, like, there's producers where I don't particularly like their music, but I prefer them as DJs, like the Chainsmokers, for instance.
Yes.
I'm not a huge, like, Chainsmokers song fan, but they throw down. They're a great fucking show. So I was like, John Summit, I listened to his album, and I'm like, okay, she's cute. But I went to the show, and I was like, okay, yeah!
Yeah, I agree. He can throw down. I've gone to a few of his sets, and it definitely depends like where you go to see him. Because I think like the bigger festivals, he tries to give a little bit of everything, which is Chef's Kiss. Like at EDC Orlando, it was pretty like bass heavy, and I was like, thank you, we need that.
Yeah, it was pretty bass. It was pretty bass heavy at ACL, so it was really fun.
How exciting! That's one of the festivals I want to make it to.
I will say, it's so funny. So I brought a lawn chair this year to ACL.
Yeah.
And I sat my ass down. I have been holding myself back from that because I do like to dance, but I don't want to be like carrying around a chair. You just put the chair on the ground. There you go. So you do have to carry it from place to place, but it was so nice because when I really needed a seat, I'm allergic to grass. So if I sit on the ground, I'll break out in like horrible hives. And so I either have to put down a blanket, but the actual seat with putting your feet up, it was nice.
And they're coming out with new technology. Like before you know it, it's gonna be like a little backpack situation. It's gonna be like whatever's clever.
I mean, it was lighter than a water bottle. I got an ultra light camping chair, and it literally was so convenient. It had a little carrying strap, and I was comfortable. And tell you what, I was spreading the love. I was like, baby girl, you look like you about to pass out. You want to see?
No.
And they're like, okay, yeah, thank you.
For real. Sitting is underrated for us old souls. We're getting there.
I know, we're getting there. I think like my coworkers are like, oh my god, I could never do a festival. And I was like, well, I sat for about 75% of it. I don't know if I can do a full ass festival either anymore.
Yeah, it's come to my attention that I'm kind of in the same page. I'm like, I want to go back to festivals, but like I can't. I don't want to do the crowds anymore. I don't want to like I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old, but I just don't feel like doing GA anymore. And I'm like, unless I can afford like a really comfortable experience, I think I'm okay. Do I really need to go? You don't know what it's like to move through thousands of people just to like get closer. And before I used to be so down, but as I've gotten older, I just get overstimulated so much quicker and I get tired. And sometimes I just like don't want to be around people. And I don't know, like GA just doesn't really have that vibe. Like it's not it's just a lot. But I'm excited. Like I've been manifesting so much shit. So we'll see what I get into next year.
Girl, I've been manifesting too, dude. Because it's interesting you say that. So basically, VIP at ACL is so expensive, but it makes it ultra exclusive, okay? Because there's literally like, who can afford that shit? It is, I would say, 10 times to 15 times more expensive than GA. But I was like, I'm gonna be over there with the ex NBA players next year. Okay, I'm
Period.
telling you, girl, I am
Period.
in my money energy.
Yes. Yes.
I'm working so fucking hard, you guys. Like, if you listen to this podcast, I know you see us on fucking social media because I am fucking. I'm working so hard. I'm telling you, this is our year, baby.
What?
This is my last summer being broke. I enjoyed it.
It was nice while it lasted. No, I see where you're
Yes.
coming from. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm just ready to level up. Recently, I always shoot my shot. Like, there is nothing I don't shoot my shot at. I always message random people on the internet, and that low key, I forget. I forget that I'm rejected because I do it so frequently. Okay. But recently, this is when I tell you, like, sometimes manifesting just takes a little time. Okay. And shooting your shot
Mm-hmm.
just takes a little time. This girlie I reached out last year, literally to the date, like I saw the last message I sent her was September 2024. And I had 100%, I think, stalked her on LinkedIn first because, like, who is better to freaking reach out to people that went to your school, allegedly. And I was like, hey, I saw you make like rape clothes. Essentially, like, I just really feel like it's wise to get other people's opinions who have been doing things longer than you have, obviously.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
I reach out to anybody who will give me their time. So she didn't really reach back out to me ever, but I saw that she wasn't really on social media, so I was like, no hard feelings. And then she posted something like, gonna do a new drop, looking for like fit models, and I was like, me. I was like, I'm
Hell
available.
yeah.
And then she was like, oh my God, like, yeah, I'm down. Sorry, I never messaged you back. And I was like, water under the bridge. Like, don't even worry about it.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
And I ended up meeting up with her this past weekend and like doing like a little photo shoot for her website. And like the thing is, I honestly don't love getting my picture taken. I will tackle any challenge. All right. I will perform. I will take any bit to the best of my abilities, see it
Mm-hmm.
all the way through. Yeah, I did it, and I honestly I channeled this other girl we met when Ella was here. I was like doing some styling for the shoot, and I really enjoyed her energy like on set because she was just like ready, very professional, just very
Mm-hmm.
lovely to work with. And I was like, I feel like that's the energy I need to bring because it was so refreshing to work with her. So I did, and I had a grand old time, and I ended up meeting a bunch of her community, and I was just like, "You're gonna be my friend." It, like, didn't work out a year later, yes, but like everything you do has some sort of effect. It might just take a little bit.
It's actually interesting you say that because I meant to share this, but one of my favorite sets of the weekend was Doshi. She fucking killed it, dude. She's so fucking badass. I don't know if you know her origin story, but she's been rapping for a really long time. But that song
Mhm.
"Anxiety" she wrote when she did the artist way, which is like you produce a piece of art every single day, and she put it on YouTube and like that, and then from that she had an EP, all this shit, right? But she's been working at this for so long, but she's still really young. Like she's 27, but like I don't know, it's just really inspiring to me when I see someone who's like not a nepo baby. Like I don't know if you I don't know why you would know this, but
Okay.
one of the sorry, I don't know, like I'm just kind of going on a weird tangent, but I was just about to bring up like so the fucking lead singer of what the fuck is that band that we saw? The Strokes. The lead singer of The Strokes. His dad is the founder of Elite Model
Mhm.
Management. Are you familiar? Because
Yes,
of their contracts with America's Next Top
absolutely.
Models. His dad literally created the idea of a supermodel, right? And so like when he headlines, like, I love it, but like you're already kind of like so far ahead. The fact that you're like headlining isn't that impressive to me personally. And I also just cannot relate to it because I don't have that start. But when I see someone who doesn't have those connections and like put in so much work to get where they are, I just like look at her in awe and I was so inspired because I felt like I just like I ingested her energy and was like, this is what happens when you really put in hard work. Like it's possible for anyone.
I think that there is a tremendous amount of work and also movement. I don't know. I see a lot of people that have worked hard, But it's really a combination of a lot of things to get to a place where you need to be. Like, you have to have so many hats, and I've just been like trying to
Mhm.
manage that as like a. I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna make clothes, and then we're also gonna like talk to people, and then we also have to like network and like do all these things that like is honestly like really hard.
Girl, yeah. I mean, it is it's I'm so proud of you, but like I feel like I've been trying harder and I'm getting like a 1% of what you've been doing and I'm like, "Oh god, I can't deal." Like cuz I'm trying to start this business making fucking content for other brands because I just feel like I have learned so many skills making this podcast and I don't necessarily want to apply it to podcasting if that
Yeah.
makes sense, but they're applicable hard skills that I had a breakdown, okay? Like about about 5 about 5 weeks ago, I got this little email that I'm going to have to start paying back these loans at a crazy amount, okay? I was fucking pissed off and I was like, "You know what though? I have so much privilege that I am like able-bodied. I have all these skills and I technically have time and I have the energy. So like I need to fucking do something, but like starting a business or starting to try to get freelance work while you're working, while you're doing something else, it's so hard. But like I have to do it because I can't stay in the same place.
It takes a lot. And you know what? I Today we're talking about betrayals, and I feel like the American dream betrayed me. Okay.
I
They said work hard, but they didn't say like delusionally work hard and have no social life and don't sleep.
The betrayal, like, dude, I'm gonna jump back to exactly what you said, but, like, let's give a little background
Yes.
information. The betrayal is infamously a tweet where Kanye West dropped his op list that included his ex-wife, his kid, and Curious George, to name a few. And I, like, told that to my boyfriend, and he literally was like, "Are you being serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he put a 12-year-old his 12-year-old child on his op list with Curious George with no fucking explanation." Yeah.
You know, like he could have had such potential as a comedian.
He's so funny, bro. And he's one of those people where he has deeply problematic views and the things that have happened recently. I
It's
do not
yeah,
want to like
not yet.
water
No.
down the damage
Yeah.
he's done with some of his rhetoric that he's pushing, but he is funny, okay? Like I will say that. But anyways, we have our own op list. I already kind of got into one of mine, the American Dream. I'm just mostly pissed off that like we created this system, right? Like if you think about what happened before human beings, it was dinosaurs. We created a system. And how the fuck did we create a system that puts people in debilitating debt for getting an education? Like, why did we make that choice?
It's kind of spooky scary to think about, honestly.
Yeah.
It's interesting that most of the systems that sometimes people create without like a further thought about like community end up actually backfiring. There's a lot of situations that I'm like, "Oh, you don't like a system that you're failing at a system that you created that you uphold."
And honestly, like, if we get deeper into it, like, I know the system was created to, like, keep elite separate from Gen Pop, talking about GA. Like, literally, rich people don't want their kids with other people's kids, so they've, like, created systems to separate them. And I get it, but I just literally cannot believe we've created a system that entrenches every single person in debt.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the gist of the American dream was like, yes, work hard and get to where you are. And I feel like maybe simpler times that could have been the case. And I think like that the American dream was really tailored to like one specific group of people, right? So like that's why that was labeled that.
Mhm.
But as intersectionality came about and different groups of people are coming from different starting points, and there's such a big just like gap, wealth gap, yeah, it's a sham. That is not a thing. Maybe for some people that is still something to strive for, but definitely betrayed by the American. What is this?
My biggest op.
Mine happens to be a peach flavored vodka. Okay. The betrayal.
Ugh.
Like at
Blech.
first you think yummy yum yums, and then like it goes down the shitters real quick. I don't know if you all heard of Berenice, but Yeah, that was the
Burnett.
college
Ooh.
drink to go to, and I think the first couple of times I genuinely enjoyed it because it's so sugary. I don't know how much actual vodka is in that, but I can tell you that I threw up peach brunettes several times.
Dude, anything that tastes like Burnett's is on my ops list too because anything because they just use like plain old flavor. You know what I'm saying? So like they get peach flavor, whatever peach flavor, generic peach flavor, load that bitch up. And now anything that has a peach flavor, I can't eat because I can't eat it because I'm like, peach rings taste like Burnett's. And it's not that it tastes like Burnett's, it's that Burnett's taste like peach rings, if that makes sense. But there's a lot of things. There's like the watermelon, the blue raspberry, the pink lemonade. The pink lemonade Burnett's did me very dirty.
I thought like it was diluted with pink lemonade, but it turns out it was just pink lemonade flavor. There is a tale told that I was sipping straight peach brunettes out of a teacup. And people go, "What is that?" And I was like, "Pink brunettes." And then they take, and I generally like, this is how intoxicated I was. No, there was no vodka flavoring in there for me. Because at some point when you drink a lot, okay, kids don't do this, you stop tasting the vodka. Okay, so I legit thought like it was maybe more because it's pink. Okay, it was just a pink drink, and someone goes, "Pretty, so you're drinking straight vodka." Whatever. Did me dirty many times, so it belongs in the list.
So I feel like this belongs on the list, but like I know that there's like car gods, like entities that control cars, and I have gotten the worst car luck ever. Like I am telling you guys, like I feel like I've never met someone with worse car luck than me, and so they are majorly on my ops list. Is it a user error thing? Maybe, but like for instance, the Toyota Corolla, you're supposed to get 30,000 miles on that, like 300,000 miles on that thing. That's supposed to be one of the most reliable cars ever. Mine broke down.
Some people, some girlies are just meant to be passenger princesses, and I just feel like you shouldn't force it.
I know, and like literally, I've been thinking about buying a new car. We've heard this. I'm not going to because they're just so much money, whatever. But I literally was trying to explain to someone. I was like, "You don't get it. I don't want to buy another beater vehicle for $2,000 because it'll cost me $5,000 because of my luck." And they're like, "No, just get it. Just get a reliable one." I'm like, "No, no, no. I've been there, done that, girl. My car will get crashed into. Like, it's too much.
I get it. Maybe no cars.
I need to move to New York where we don't need a car."
Yes, you should. I've been trying to convince Ella for
Oh.
years. She's in my betrayal list. In my betrayal list, I do have Dolls Kill. Listen, so the thing is, name drop. So I first saw Dolls Kill when they had like 5 things on their website when I was in high school, and I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
cool! Like actual shit I like." Okay, and I was like a little raver, and I was just a little bit more. I like the glitzy and the weird, and there was just not a lot of shops for that at the time. So Dolls Kill came about. I was really excited. And then the backstory is like awesome. Is this girl? She was a DJ. She's a raver. So it's like raver for ravers, and she met like basically like another rich ass dude, and he helped her start this company, and it grew really quickly. So I was like, oh my god, women led, like fastest e-commerce growing company ever. Like it strategically was amazing. Then comes the pandemic, and homegirl says some dumbass shit about some shit she knows nothing about, and then like to take it another step, it starts putting things that are just like culturally insensitive as part of festival wear, like headdresses and stuff, and like their whole slogan is like unapologetically like whatever, right? But like you can be unapologetically racist, like
Like, girl, come on.
maybe not. So yeah, unfortunately now they like mass produce and like kind of just do some things that I don't find as ethical, which really sucks because like they do have cool shit. Like I would give them that. They got some cool stuff on that website. I still to this day love their shoes. But we just try not to shop for them anymore. And that one hurt me a little.
Okay. So a company that like I have major beef with, and this is gonna be a hot take, is American Girl Doll. Okay? Because when I was growing up, right, we had like the OG eight. Like there was like 8 or 9, maybe 10, maybe 12 OG American Girl dolls, right? All white. there's one black girl doll, Ada. What's everyone else has a cute little backstory. Molly has a victory garden. This one freaking survived polio. Like they all have cute little backstories. What's Ada's backstory? She was a slave. And so I'm like, all these little white girls, the dolls that look like them, they have cute fucking little backstories. And like the only black doll, like got freed from slavery, like cool, like, yeah, that's cool. But guess what? When you're freed from slavery, you don't have the like coolest swag. Like her dresses were giving like freedom, like power to that, but they were not giving like fashionista. I was like, we can't get a Harlem Renaissance doll in here. We can't get anything else. We have the one doll and she's a freed slave.
Valid.
Now they've come a long way. They've come a long way. But as a kid, I was pretty peeved.
There's no options.
There's no option. So I was more of a Barbie girl because one, my American Girl dolls were expensive then. They're expensive now. Couldn't afford them. Two, I wasn't vibing with the backstory.
Barbie was getting with the times. Mattel was like money oriented. They were right on the money.
I mean, also it's like let's be real. Like let's just why can't there be like I really liked the Barbie movie because it's like yeah, Barbie can do anything and they most of the time like don't quote me on this, but like at least when I was growing up, there was like a white version, a black version of every doll. So like there was like a black doctor and a white doctor. There was like a black veterinarian and a white veterinarian. So my parents would just like get me all the black dolls and they were fucking way better because I liked the backstory better.
It's got more juice. It's got more soul.
It has better it just has more lore. Like I was a rich bitch from very early on. Like I knew I wanted money. And so like doctor, that's money. You know, housewife, that's money.
She
Okay?
comes from wealth.
She came from wealth. I saw the vision. So yeah, I really had beef with American Girl doll for that. But you know, I think our beef is a little bit squashed, except this new Wicked Alphabet beef, if you
I
haven't
have
heard.
not heard.
Oh, Elphaba's microbraids are messed up. They're not microbraids at all. It's a $300 doll, and they fucked her hair up. So now people are going on TikTok and redoing all the braids themselves on how they really should look.
I love that. They
I
said,
rest my case against
mm-mm.
American Girl doll.
Okay, okay. American Girl. TVD. The betrayal. Disney Plus. Like, why did you have to take all my. I think just streaming services in general. Like, there's just no way that it took us from and to around the same shit we had before. Because, I grew up with cable. I grew up with DirecTV. And, you chose like the channels and whatever and long ass commercial. And there was a sweet period of time where none of the streaming services had commercials. And it was beautiful, okay? And it was very short lived
Hmm.
because obviously everybody wanted to get a buck and decided, oh my God, well, now there's competition and capitalism ruins everything, okay? But there was a sweet period of time where nothing had commercials and you could stream anything online. And now Disney Plus decided to put all their things on, like, there's just not a huge reason to get Disney Plus. That's why it's like in bundles with other stuff. But I'm hurt. I'm also hurt that it's owned by like with ABC and some of the stuff they've been doing. Why would you do me like that?
What really grinds my gears is that I don't know if you're aware, but like they take Twilight off of streaming platforms during the fall time, anticipating that people are going to watch it. So, like seasonal feeling movies, they take off temporarily. And so
Bastards!
I learned this. I know these
Bring
motherfuckers.
back
I learned this
VCR!
yeah, I learned this the hard way. I'm 2/3 through Twilight, and now they're not on Netflix anymore because it's fall time. The fuck is that? But yeah, subscriptions really chapped my ass too. I literally like did a life audit. I was paying like $160 worth of subscriptions
Ridiculous.
a month.
It's ridiculous.
And I'm just like, it's not worth it. We're gonna cut all these subscriptions. I went through and guess what? It's crazy because I went to cancel all my subscriptions. They were like, please, no, please stay. We'll give you some free stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll stay for 3 more months. You got me back for a second.
Yeah. And you should always play negotiator. You can pretty much do that with anything. Your Wi Fi, if there's competition, You could do that with them too. The betrayal. All right. So I don't know if people listening are little ravers, grew up with rave culture. One of the biggest ops, I believe, in rave culture has been the popularization, the capitalism again, of rave culture. And Insomniac is just like a really large production company that throws a lot of shows. Their festivals are very cool. They are have a lot of money and production that goes into them. So they're worth to go. I would say that. Okay, I'll give them that. However, they did something that really pissed me off. And this is Pasquale. He's married to Holly Madison.
No, did they get
They did get
divorced?
divorced, but he used to be married to her. And that's a really interesting
Yeah.
couple just in general. He is an interesting figure because he seems like he's down for the people, but he's also like really into money. He did something very silly. He trademarked the word plur. Okay? And plur, if you don't know, means
Mhm.
peace, love, unity, and respect. And it's like a community word just for people to like care about each other. Provide
Yeah.
unity. Remember that we are supposed to care for one another. And it just feels muggy that someone would trademark that. You know what I mean? It's like, really,
Yeah.
bro? Like, really?
Especially since it's literally been like a core foundation of a community that you already make so much money off of. And it's like, why are you trying to take ownership over? It feels very muggy. I
Yeah,
agree.
you try to put that on a t shirt and like Mad distribute that, he can get you with a lawsuit. Isn't that crazy? Like, trash, whatever. I will remember this. It's on my list.
Yeah, honestly, in relation to music, I swear to God, this is gonna be a hot take. Artists with dynamic pricing, I find that so deplorable. I feel like you are capitalizing off of your
You're
fans.
getting a little greedy, babes.
Like it's literally that you're like, I'll take as much as I can get instead of just like I think if you're gonna have a high price ticket, I honestly am fine with that. I think a high price ticket, if that's what you think you're worth, I think that's a little different than let's dynamic price it. Let's put a dynamic pricing so that my best fans get a more expensive ticket because I know they'll pay more, and then I'll send it out to other people who are less of fans and they'll get a cheaper ticket. You feel good about that? You like that system?
I don't know who came up with that. What a pitch, to be in a room and be like, "This is what we're gonna do."
Let's just they're just trying to gobble up all the profit, but the thing that just irks me, it's like no one's losing money, right? Like people are making money. It's just like we want to make more money.
I get it. Whatever, you greedy bugs.
Yeah, and that goes in with all these Ticketmaster,
The fee, fees on
AXS, all of
anything.
them.
Yeah,
It's real in this it's just very fucking shitty, and it's like, "Oh, well, we need those fees to run." No, you don't.
I agree. I think there's some fees that you do need to run, obviously, because I understand that there's like software developers and stuff like that, like on the back ends of things,
Sure.
and people are getting paid for. But I will say, like, I wish there was a little bit more, I guess, awareness on fees and how those are broken down, or transparency that was mandatory. Because, like, with Uber Eats, I'm a server on the weekends, and I've been talking to them about just like we get a lot of orders, and they're like, it sucks to use the apps because they take so much from you. We have to pay the Uber Eats service. So basically, you're like taking money from restaurants and you're charging more to your clients. So that's crazy. You know what I mean? And the drivers don't
Yeah.
get shit. Uber drivers get like less than half of what you're paying the app, right? That's nuts. And Uber Eats, same. Like Uber
Yeah.
Eats delivery drivers are not getting shit, and they're taking from the restaurants as well. So just like food for thought, you know what I mean? Like I think it's great to also like provide jobs for people, but like maybe think about that before you place an order through an app over calling. If you're gonna like pick it up, just call.
I do that all the time. I just like it better. I like the people experience of calling and getting to know someone who's on the other end. It feels more human. I think that we have so much stuff that disassociates us from our community, like and distance us. Like there's an app where you don't even have to really interact with the person. And I'm seeing people like lose like social skills. It's like how do you interact with a customer service person? Like how do you do shit? It's like people would be so lost and to think there was a time where you would just call up a person and say, "Hey, this is Ella. Can I have my usual?" and then you'd go in and say hello and pick it up. Like, now it's just like, you can isolate yourself from your community. That seems really sad to me.
And in general, sometimes I feel like apps are betraying us and doing us a disservice in like social media. Because if you think about how many hours you spend on TikTok that you could be doing an activity in with people in your community or anything of that sort, like I will say this, I consume a lot of TikToks, and then I've been working at a restaurant in my neighborhood, and I have realized that there's so many people that I see on TikTok that live on my street. And I'm like, oh my, and now I'm meeting them like face to face just because I'm like at a consistent
Mhm.
place in like a community place and we're interacting. And I'm like, wow, if I just like wasn't on my phone and like was actually like going to places in my community just to like sit and chat and like do community activities, I would actually just like meet all these people rather than just watch their lives.
Yeah, it's like very Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Actually, like, that's like one of my favorite stories is me and my friend went to Spain, and like they were saying that we were like acting like Black Mirror because we were so locked into the phone, you know? They're like Black Mirror, because they were like they thought it was crazy how like locked in we were at taking pictures to make sure that like we captured the moment. It was like, how do you capture a moment and be in the moment?
You know, I try to do this at shows where like obviously there's some things where I do need to get content. I'm not the best content creator because I'm not committed to that bit fully. Like I'll go and like take my little videos and then put my phone away. If you see any long form videos,
Yeah.
it's like my flow videos or my TikToks. Everything else is only like 5 seconds long, and then the phone is just put away.
I mean, honestly, like, I do kinda do, like, a mental shot list where it's like, "Okay, 5 I know I need, like, 10 5-second shots for this
And we're
fucking
done.
thing, and then I'm done." Like, I literally look like a crazy person because I just, like, fucking shoot for, like, 2 minutes, and then I just put my phone away.
Yeah.
But it's what you gotta do.
It is what it is. We're trying to make it out here. We were born into wealth, okay? Tell
I
you this
mean,
goddamn
bro,
American dream. All right, last on my betrayal list is anyone who said Crocs were ugly before they became popular. I know who you are, and you're a phony. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That I used to get minorly bullied for wearing Crocs in high school. Proudly, they were comfortable, and you know what? Sometimes they're a little bit stylish. They look good with certain things, and now everyone and their mom's got a pair of Crocs, and they like to put all their little thingies on them. And I remember what you said to me.
I saw a girl in Croc boots, the Croc boots, and I was like, "Those are hot." I love those.
You know,
The Western outfit.
people will they will buy into anything with the right twist on it, and just remember that.
Honestly, babes, be a trendsetter. I'll say, okay, I actually have a much longer list, but I'll wrap them up quickly. Okay, first one on my op list, bird naysayers. Okay, and let me tell you this something. What I mean by this, if I point to a bird and I say, I'm pretty sure, I'm like, I that is a golden eagle. Okay, I say that is a golden eagle, and you look at me and you say, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a seagull. You think it's a seagull. You have no fucking idea what kind of bird that is. You're so fucking out of your depth. How dare you? I tell you it's a golden eagle. That is a specific species of bird and you're going to give me seagull? I know birds, bitch.
It's niche.
It's niche, but that's what I'm saying. I have a niche knowledge. And then people out in the world think, oh, I know a couple birds and think they're fucking bird experts. No, bitch. You don't know shit. So don't come at me with my bird skills and fucking say, yeah, I think that's a golden eagle. You don't even know what a fucking golden eagle is, bitch. You couldn't tell a golden eagle from a bald eagle if it fucking shit on your head, all right? So get the fuck out of here with your fucking bullshit.
I think that was anyone talking out of turn. It's okay
Yeah.
to not know things. Like you know, it's okay to let other people know things that you don't know. Food for thought.
Learn, soak it in so that you can know for next time. Why are you pretending in this conversation that you know what the fuck's going on and embarrassing yourself? Go do some research and like let some go, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be another hot take. Okay, I hate that capitalism is breeding bad art, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. Is I think artists are pushing to put out things in a very quick succession, and now we have comedians who are dropping a comedy album every fucking year, and it's too fast. Like it's not great. And you have artists who are dropping an album every fucking year, and it's like, girl, you have 13 new great songs a year after? I don't think so. And I know what you're saying. I know people are like, no, 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 Taylor can do it. No, she can't. Okay, girl. Like, I'm sorry. No, like she could use some editing. Like you need art needs to breathe. You need to live more experience to breed good art.
I agree. I think, don't rush art. It's sad that there's obviously like a need because the struggling artist is also like a system that was built for us. I think that there's like a balance in like pushing your creativity to or like to create every day, but I don't think everything that you do has to be publishable. Like when you go to a museum and you see people's work, there's a lot of
Mhm.
things that they didn't release. They just kept it for them. And that is kind of like the beauty of it. That it's like they didn't say like here's everything, but they just said like
Yeah.
here is what I chose for you to see. And then everything else is like cute and private and a journey for something else that comes up later. And so it's okay to I think I mean obviously it's okay to release whatever you want the fuck to release. But if something doesn't feel quite ready, I think it's okay to say no, it can wait,
You put it
you know?
perfectly. And honestly, it is I do blame capitalism, like, I blame management in this, but I just see it and then I just think that it makes people self-conscious, like, "Why am I not coming up with new stuff every year?" It's like, "Well, you don't have $1,000,000 on the line, so maybe cut yourself a little bit of
Yeah.
slack." If you're not making things that quickly, it's okay.
It's okay. Believe me, it's not like I have to sew and make things every day because that's how I pay my bills right now. But it's not sustainable. It's not nice. We actually aspire to not do that. So don't feel like because other people are doing it, that is your life path. And I feel like I'm getting to that point where like before, I think when people are like, "Oh, I want to do this," and I did it, I'd be like, "Oh my god, you totally need to do it." And now I'm like, you know what? You should do it if that's your calling. It's not easy. It's worth it. It's gonna be work. But I'm excited for you and échale ganas. Like you got it.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's not a don't do
It's
it. You
not
don't
a
wanna
don't
do
do it.
that.
It's a do it, but make sure you just put your whole pussy into it. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna do it, just make sure
Mhm.
you're committed to the bit. I know some people that don't make it here. Like I've seen some people that like come here and then leave, and I get why. It's hard. Okay, and that's okay too. It was not for you. It's not for you. Not for everybody.
We can't all do it, baby. But those are our betrayal or op lists. As usual, you guys, it's spooky season. We're gonna have more spooky episodes coming out. We can find us everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Make sure to rate and review this, and then make sure that you subscribe as well and tell a friend. It helps us out a lot. You can find us on social media at thanks number 4 your concern, and you can find me at Ella L Tutor.
I'm at Berenice Diaz. Bye.
Bye.